Hi, everyone. My name is Spencer Bradley. I'm an Enrollment Services Advisor here at the University of Cincinnati. We would like to welcome you tonight to the University of Cincinnati Online Master of Science in Business Analytics informational session. We appreciate your time, so we want to make sure that we respect that and have a presentation for you that we'll go through with covering a lot of different topics and then saving a time for your questions. So that's a big part of our presentation today as well. So, like I said, my name is Spencer Bradley. I'll be one of our presenters tonight. And then also presenting will be Dr. Denise White. So let's go ahead and move to the next slide. Okay, great. All right, so again, my name is Spencer Bradley. I'll be one of our presenters, but also honored to have Dr. Denise White, the Academic Director for the MS BANA program. So we're excited to have her expertise to be able to share with this program today. So very excited for that to be able to share today. We'll go ahead and move over to our agenda. So this is what we're going to cover tonight. Denise will kick us off with the learning objectives and cover some highlights, the career outlook and curriculum. I'll then cover some of our mission requirements, financial aid, academic calendar, and then the YUC online. So there's going to be questions. You will see a Q&A box at the bottom of these of your Zoom presentation. Feel free to add questions while we are going throughout the presentation. Everybody will be on mute, but you can add your questions in that Q&A section, and then we'll be sure to cover all questions towards the end to make sure that we get any topic, any question covered throughout the presentation. So we'll get us started off by covering our learning outcomes with Dr. Denise White.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited to be with you here tonight and I'm happy to share with you some more about our business analytics program. Before I jump into that, I wanted to give you a little background on me. I am an associate professor educator here in the Lindner College of Business. I am in the Operations, Business Analytics, and Information Systems Department. We call it OBAIS. And I've been here, this is my 7th year as a full-time faculty member. Prior to that, I was the director of analytics at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, where I actually spent many years doing hands-on analytics and actually still work on some ad hoc analytic projects with them as well. Prior to that, I spent kind of call this my third career. My first career was in ITIS area. I did some programming, project management, managerial activities for AT&T and IBM. After doing that for a while, I actually took a career turn and I came to actually UC and got my PhD in quantitative analysis and operations management. And then after I finished my PhD, I went to work at Cincinnati Children, so that I call that my second career. And then I pivoted over here into academia and into this role. So I am, I have time in the classroom, but I also spend time as the academic director of the program. And I've been working with the in-person program for many years. And then this is our first year having an online program. So I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about like transitioning if you are somebody that's thinking about transitioning into an analytics role from what you've been doing, or if you're just trying to upskill through this program, I'd be happy to answer those type of questions. So I'm going to now talk a little bit less about me and a little bit more about our program. But if we look at the program, we have some very defined learning outcomes. Our goal is when you leave this program, you have the skills and ability to do a job in business analytics, in data science, any type of analytic role. We're going to hopefully give you a tool set that you'll be able to use there. So in business analytics, we focus on needing to recognize business needs and determine solutions to business problems. We'll learn some software system-based solutions to help us identify gaps that we might find in the business area. We also do a lot in data science, where we use mathematics and statistics and a lot of machine learning type and artificial intelligence tools to generate tangible insights for business. This has probably been the biggest draw area that we've seen recently, more focus on data science and more on business analytics. And we constantly tweak our program with the technologies and tools that they're going in there. You know, for instance, we are integrating more Python. We're offering some additional machine learning courses and approaches out there in our courses. So we constantly kind of keep up with things. We also teach data visualization, kind of a foundational thing in analytics, where you understand how to visualize data and are able to see trends and outliers and patterns. And we actually have a very well-known Tableau Zen on our faculty now who teaches that, and that's always a very popular takeaway from our program. Now let me move into the next topic and talk a little bit more about our program. So I think our program is wonderful. I'm a bit biased, but I do think it is wonderful. Actually, predictive analytics today is ranked UC as the #1 data science program for at least 4 years. So we are top in the nation from their perspective. It includes both our skill sets that come out, the jobs that our students get, and you know, their ability to do data science. QS also ranks us among a top university in this, and we really come out strong in value for money. You might see over there on the right, our average starting salary for our recent graduates in our MS program is $106,000. And well, you might say, well, you just said you just started this online program. That actually came from our full-time or our part-time in-person program. But the curriculum is exactly the same between those two programs. The only difference is that we are offering this in a online remote setting instead of an in-person classroom setting. So you are getting the same education, only in an online environment. We also are a STEM designated program. So in science and technology, we are skilled that way. Many of our faculty members are highly recognized and known as field experts, and they help the students to gain those STEM related skills and get positions that are linked to STEM. We also have a very high job placement rate. So whether you're looking again to just advance your career and stay in your current company or looking for new opportunities, we have a fantastic job placement rate, usually 97% or above within 3 months of graduation. And many of our students, actually most of our students, secure jobs before they complete their graduation. Some other highlights about our program. We're unique from many other programs in that we have a partnership with the UC Center for Business Analytics. And the UC Center for Business Analytics, if you're not familiar with it, is an organization that's run out of the Lindner College of Business, where we connect many industry partners who are interested in business analytics: P&G, Kroger, Great American Insurance, the Reds, Macy's, UC Health, a lot of different partners, businesses that are doing analytics. They come together and they connect through this center that students in our program can interact with. Some of the things that we do with the Center for Business Analytics is that they will provide us with real world data problems that we work on through coursework, or some of our students get graduate assistance with them. So it's a really nice partnership that not only, connects businesses, but it connects our students to businesses, and that can oftentimes lead to job opportunities or hands-on learning experience. We also have a nationally ranked and world-class faculty. We have faculty that have written textbooks that are used at more than 400 institutions. The publication records for our faculty is stellar. And, we've been recognized with a Smith Award for our operations research capability in our department. So the faculty that you'll work with, both the full-time faculty on our staff, and also we use some adjuncts with expertise in certain areas that we would use in our program. They all are phenomenal and very highly educated and experts in their field. One of the things that's different also about the UC program is that we connect our graduates or our future graduates with a career coach. So we actually have someone who is dedicated to helping our graduates find a job. The career coach is kind of that conduit with saying, here's an opportunity. Sometimes he will pull resumes and send information, to different people to say, hey, here's a job opportunity that seems to fit you. We've got somebody dedicated in business analytics to helping our students, both graduate and undergraduate, find a job. And not every organization has that. So if you're looking to, again, kind of retool and reskill yourself, that's usually a phenomenal opportunity to have somebody that has knowledge about analytic jobs and data science jobs able to help you connect. And one other thing that's a little bit different about our program that you might see in other areas is that we have a strong quantitative focus. So when you are learning things in our program, you are going to learn how to use different tools and methods and things to accomplish things. But we also want to make sure you understand some of the statistics behind it and how to fully interpret the output that you might get from some of the various analytic tools. So we are known as more of a quantitative program, and that really strengthens the ability of our students as they go out into the workplace, and that they really seem to understand what the methods they're doing and how to interpret the output. I'm going to change focus a little bit here and now talk about like career outlook. You might be asking yourself, do I really want to get a business analytics degree? Or, it's a kind of a data science degree. It's, like I said, it's continually evolving. But my answer would be yes. What we see, if you look anywhere out in business, we have a ton of data available. You see here in 2020, every person generated 1.7 megabytes of data in just a second. The internet users generate about 2.5 quintillion bytes of data each day. So that's a little bit old statistic, but we are generating a lot of data, and businesses really want to be able to use that data. And so as the data grows, the tool set that we need to use to manage and manipulate and understand that data, those have to expand as well. So our program strives to help you understand what tools to use so that you can help businesses or organizations or whoever you're working with to glean information out of that large data that's there. Glassdoor has ranked data science as one of the 10 best jobs in America. I would agree, based on median salary and the number of active job openings, and also employee satisfaction rates. One of the things, if you're not currently in an analytic role, one of the things that I really enjoyed as I was doing analytic work was the fact that I wasn't always doing the exact same thing over and over. I was working on various projects and had different opportunities. So I got to apply different skills and tools that I had in the analytics area, but I also was able to learn more about different parts of the business as I worked on analytic projects. So that was very satisfying. I like to solve problems, and analytic and data science roles allow you to do that. And then Harvard Business Review called data science the sexiest job of the 21st century. How awesome is that? Noting that high-ranking professionals with training and curiosity to make discoveries in the world of big data are in major demand. So there are a lot of opportunities there for data science and data analytic, business analytic roles out in the industry. As we look again kind of into industry, like where are your students going? So here are some of the companies that recently hired many of our graduates. Fifth Third, Fractal Analytics, Tiger Analytics, JP Morgan Chase, NBC Universal, Zulily, Amazon. You can reach, there's a lot of different types of industries. So our students aren't just going to one place. They're going to many places and doing many different types of jobs. And one thing that's phenomenal about an analytics or data science type of degree is that you learn a tool set. And for instance, I did healthcare analytics. So I was able to apply that tool set in a healthcare environment. Other people maybe work at 8451 or some marketing things. And so then they do marketing analytics, or maybe you do insurance analytics or banking analytics. There's a lot of ways that you can apply this analytic tool set in many different places. So if you have another degree or another area of interest, you generally there's data in that area, and then you can apply this skill set. Some common job titles that we saw from our recent graduates: data scientist was at the top. We had some associates, senior consultants. You can read these as well as I, consultants, some senior analysts, data analysts, a lot of different job titles, again, all meeting the need of being able to apply business analytics in the workplace. So for our degree, we actually have a curriculum that's very structured. You'll see here on the left side, I think it's your left side, we have a series of core courses. So most of our program is going to be composed of this core courses. So there are 24 credit hours of core courses. So everyone that gets a degree, an MS Business Analytics degree from UC, is going to take those same 24 credit hours. We'll show you a carousel in a minute about how you might approach those different courses. But they go everything from data wrangling to simulation modeling, probability, data mining, applied statistical methods, stat computing, linear regression. There are a lot of different courses that you would take, data visualization. All of those are key components of being able to do business analytics and data science. So that's 24. The program itself takes 33 credits. On top of those 24 credits, you will have 8 hours of elective courses. So these are some of the elective courses. So when we're looking at elective courses, you have up to, you can take more than 8 hours, but you have to have at least 8 hours of electives. And 4 of those credit hours have to come from a BANA prefix, the business analytics prefix course. So statistical computing, applications in VB, multivariate statistics, forecasting. We have a graduate case studies course that's right now only in person. And we have some special topics courses like Intro to Python. We've done Bayesian analytics as special topics. We're doing some machine learning courses as special topics. So there are various different things, but if you're going to get a degree, you're going to need at least 4 of your elective credit hours to come from that BANA list. And then the other 4 credit hours can come from other areas you're interested in. So we have an approved list of non-BANA electives. They're not from anywhere, but they've got to be related to our degree. So we've got courses from econ, finance, IS, operations, a lot of those. So you'll have 8 credit hours from that. And then, so we got 24 core, 8 elective, and then we have one credit hour capstone class that gets us to our 33. And so that capstone class can either be where you do a research project during a semester, or you can do an internship. So maybe you're already working in an analytic job, and so you can take maybe a project that you're doing at work and utilize that for your capstone to demonstrate your ability to do analytics. So you would learn more about that as we would get closer there. But there's a 1 credit hour class capstone. So those are the 33 credits that everybody that graduates with this degree take. We also have some business foundation courses that you may have to take. You may not. If you already have a business degree, or maybe even a business minor, you probably are not going to need to take any business foundation courses. But if you don't have any type of business degree, you would likely have to take up to 6 credit hours. Usually it's less than that, of non-ban or business foundation courses in different areas. And a lot of times we can work with students. We've never had any student not be able to kind of fit those in. There's one credit hour marketing courses and finance courses, and there's OM courses that you can take that would actually also count as an elective. So we can work with you if you need some business foundation courses. As you apply and are admitted to the program, the admissions process requires us to do an assessment of your business foundation courses. So you would, shortly after admission, find out if you needed any business foundation courses. Don't let that be a stumbling block. Generally, we can work with students very easily to fit in those extra credits if needed into their program. But again, if you have a business degree, you will not need to, or an MBA or some other type of business degree, you would not need any of those courses. As an online student, we have things set up in what we call a carousel. So we have planned for, generally it's 7 to 8 credit hours per semester for you to take to complete your degree. And you're going to start into this carousel with these foundation courses. So there are 4 courses that we consider the foundation courses. They are our statistical computing, or not our statistical computing, our applied stat methods, linear regression, data wrangling, and probability. Those 4 courses are oftentimes prerequisites for some of our other courses. So as you start the program, if you want to take two courses at a time, you would take all eight of those credit hours in your first semester. And we offer those core courses, those foundation courses, in the fall and the spring currently. So right now we are not offering a summer start to this program, just because we are just getting it started. So these are going to be offered every fall and spring. So you could jump in any fall or spring. Next spring, January would be awesome. But those are going to be offered then. So once you finish those foundation courses, then you're going to look at the semester in which you are going to be taking courses. So say you started in the spring, and you took all 4 of those courses. Then you would jump over to the summer. And in the summer, you're going to see BANA 6043, BANA 7050, and BANA, can you go back? BANA 7020. Offered then. So you would take those, and then you would move to the fall courses, and then you would move to the spring courses. And after you've covered all 3 of those core courses, those are some electives in there as well. Then you're going to bounce over to your final semester where you're going to take your capstone, another elective, and then the BANA 6037, which you probably don't know what that is, but that's our data visualization course. So that's how these are generally going to fit together for you in the carousel mode.
Great. Thank you
Now I'm
very
going to
much.
turn it back over to Spencer, and he's going to talk you through the admission process.
Thank you, Denise. And I know we've had at least one participant join since we got started. So as a reminder, any questions that you may have, there is a Q&A icon on the screen. Please add your questions there. So we just had a lot of great information that Denise shared, reviewing the curriculum, the program highlights, so much valuable information. And if you've got a question about that, feel free to add that into that Q&A box now, and we'll be sure to cover that. But moving forward, we're looking at our admission requirements. This is a part of the process where, as an enrollment service advisor, I have 2 counterparts, Erin Cannavale and Valerie Flugelman. We'd love to have a conversation with you. We'd love to be able to walk through your background, how this program would align for you, just to be able to understand what you want better and how we can better assist you. But here are the admission requirements. Looking at the bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited university, 3 semesters of collegiate level calculus through multivariate calculus, 1 course in linear algebra or matrix methods, and then fundamental knowledge of computing with the ability or willingness to learn programming like R, Python, SAS, or MATLAB. Now, GMAT or GRE scores are needed, but there are waivers available. So you can see below the three different ways to have that GMAT or GRE waived. And again, having a conversation with your enrollment services advisor. If you're on this call, you probably have received a communication from either myself, Aaron, or Valerie. So we would love to be able to talk through this with you a little bit more, just to be able to give you that one-on-one personalized attention when it comes to these admission requirements. Financial aid is available. You just need to take at least 5 credit hours per semester to qualify for financial aid, and we can point you in the right direction to our subject matter experts. It's shown the contact information at the bottom of the slide. Also, if you're eligible for military benefits, you'd want to work through your appropriate regional VA representative. We also have subject matter experts at the University of Cincinnati when it comes to helping those that qualify for military benefits, making sure that they get those benefits. So again, your enrollment services advisor would be happy to share with you, those resources that we have here at the university to ensure that you're maximizing those benefits. And then finally, tuition payment plan. So you can make 3 payments throughout the semester as an option when paying your tuition. So, but again, we've got some contact information there. Your enrollment advisor is happy to provide this to you as well for those in-depth questions related to financial aid. Excited to share with you about our University Business Partnership Scholarship Program. So this is something that's fairly new, but it's really exploding. The University of Cincinnati Online is partnering with different companies and organizations to offer their employees, spouses, domestic partners, and dependents living in the household under the age of 25 with a scholarship discount off of their instructional fees. So the discount can range in a varied amount, the scholarship amount, depending on the size of the organization, but there's no cost to your company to participate in this program. So, we just ask that the company share some marketing materials with the employees. We have a director for this program, Michael Norton, that we would be happy to have reach out to your supervisor or HR representative to talk about this in some more detail. But this is an added scholarship discount for you on top of whatever your company or organization may offer. And like I mentioned, there's no cost for your company. So this is information that we can share with you, again, in more detail, ways to get in touch with our director, Michael Norton, regarding this program. So, and it's beneficial because, you're interested in the Master of Science in Business Analytics program, but we have over 100 online programs. So your spouse or domestic partner or your dependent may be interested in doing an online program here at the University of Cincinnati. There's probably going to be a program that's going to interest them with the number of programs that are now available. So that's really important. And something that we're excited to get started is it's really going to help a lot of our students. Another thing that we really love to talk about is the support system that you're going to get here at the University of Cincinnati Online. So, my role, I'm here to help my counterparts through the application process. And then when you're in the program, you're going to have student success coordinators that are always going to be available for you, along with your academic advisors. So you really are not going to be taking this journey by yourself. You will always have someone there that's going to work with you, that's going to be there to help guide you through this process. So that's one thing that we really love to talk about because of that personalized touch that you get for being an online student here at the University of Cincinnati. We'll go to the next screen. Looking at our academic calendar, so we kind of touched on it that there's 2 entry points into the program. So our entry point is going to be, the next one is going to be our spring semester, which classes will begin January 9th. Now the application deadline is November 30th. So we still have about 22 days to complete the application, plenty of time to get that process going, although I would look to get that process started very soon. So your enrollment advisor would be happy to assist you through that process on our website. there is the link to start the application, but we would love to be able, as an enrollment services advisor, help you with that. Send that link to you, kind of guide you through the process. That's what we really thrive and love to do. So that's our next entry point into the program. After that, the next entry point will be our fall semester into the program. So that would start us on August 22nd, and we have a little bit more time to get that application completed if the fall is the target for you to get started. So as Denise mentioned, you can take courses in the summer, but that's not an entry point right now. But we still have time to get started at our spring semester coming up in January. And then why UC Online? So, we talked about that some of the rankings that our program has, but we're a premier research and higher learning institution. So, Lindner College of Business is AACSB accredited. So when you have a degree from the University of Cincinnati, you have a prestigious degree. You have a degree that people take notice of. So the accreditation is a very important part when you're making a decision, and that's something that you can be proud with the University of Cincinnati. And then I was mentioning that start to graduation support, kind of touched on that with the last slide, talking about all the different resources that you'll have at your disposal from starting your application to day one of classes all the way through graduation. So you're going to have someone there, a dedicated team, giving you that support that you need. So I'm really proud of that white glove service that we provide to our students. And then flexible scheduling, offering part-time, full-time options, and 100% online and 100% asynchronous. So you don't have to come to campus. This is 100% completed when it works in your schedule for that particular week. So that asynchronous format really gives the individual that is working full time the flexibility they need to complete this program no matter where you live. You don't have to come to campus, so you can complete it wherever you are, whether that be in the United States, internationally. You can participate in this program, and it's going to work around the different obligations that you have in your professional and personal life, for sure. And our currently the application fees are being waived. Yeah, we can go on the next. So another nice benefit is $65 savings. There's no cost to apply to the program, so that's another reason to if you've been thinking about it, and you can go ahead and get the process started without any kind of cost associated to it. So that's another benefit as you're in that application. If you see it mentioned, you can just disregard that application fee. We'll apply the waiver to it. And we appreciate your time today. Again, your time is valuable. You making time out of your day to be able to spend that with us, to learn about this program. We don't take that for granted. We appreciate that very much. So we're very happy you're here. Again, got our contact information here. As I mentioned, you may have been in touch with one of my counterparts, Aaron or Valerie. So if you want additional information and they've reached out to you, feel free to give them a call back or an email or text back. Same for me. I know I've reached out to several of the folks that were scheduled to participate tonight, but feel free if you haven't spoken to anybody and you want to get, I'm happy to help you and have that conversation to find out more about you. That's one of the great things about our job, is learning about all the different prospective students out there and how we can help them. It's a very exciting part of our job, but that contact information is there if you want to write that down. And taking a look, I don't see any questions in our Q&A box, but I do want to still give you time. If you do have, if you've got a question, please don't be shy. Feel free to add that to the Q&A icon. You can add that, and we'd be happy to get that answered. So I'll give you a moment if you want to add any additional last-minute questions to the chat. We may have been just very thorough tonight, so that's good to hear. But again, very, very excited to have you join our call, our informational session tonight. And you've got the contact information there. We want you to reach out. We want you to ask questions. There's no bad questions. We're really excited to get to know you a little bit better and to be able to help you through that application process. So thank you for attending tonight. We hope you have a great rest of your night, and we look forward to working with you in the future with our program.